My name is Deborah Mitchell, and we're coming to you today from the Everglades National Park, where I direct a residency called AIRIE. It's the Artist in Residence program in the Everglades. AIRIE was founded in 2001 to support and enhance the Artist in Residence program in the Everglades National Park. It's guided by a board of directors. We implement public outreach program and entertain 10 fellows per year with specialties in different disciplines such as choreographers, composers, writers, visual arts, and curators. So the artists come to the Everglades National Park for 1 month at a time and get to be totally immersed in this environment. And with the aid of scientists, biologists, and cultural arts helpers here in the park, such as the South Florida Collections Management Center, they get to really understand why biodiversity is so important and the role that we humans have played in the past in shaping this challenged and contested landscape. One of the examples of an artist project is Getting the Water Right. It's a series of site-specific installations by Adam Nadell, a photographer from New York, and it focuses on the many issues that affect water due to the actions of humans. I think that it's really important to use the sense of stewardship that our fellows nurture in the month-long residencies here in the Everglades to reach out to the public, because without really loving a place, it's hard to want to protect it. And in the case of the Everglades, it's something that's been around for a very long time, and we as humans, an evolved species, have or bear some type of responsibilities toward protecting and conserving and even restoring the Everglades National Park.
You've been here before?
Yeah.
On a little vacation on it?
Yeah.
Right now you are right at the main gate of the park.
At AIRIE, we really think that the artists can be the people to reach the public about the issues we're facing in the Everglades now. For example, we have projects by an Italian architect named Caterina Tiazzoli, which uses mathematical algorithms to help utilize palm frond measurements in housing in projects possibly being considered in South America. Another interesting artist that you can see has work around me is Elizabeth Condon, a painter who physically uses water while she's in her residency to dilute her watercolors and inks to create these wonderful pieces which have to do with human impact on our national lands and also simply the biodiversity that she experienced while hiking in the cyclostones here in the Everglades National Park. As I mentioned, there are many issues facing the park, but really what I think is important is what we, the public, can do. And in the case of AIRIE, I recommend attending outreach events and learning more. We regularly hold lectures and workshops, and also something called Sundays in the Park, where you can come and attend a performance and also maybe learn something from scientists at our partnering venues. Last year we presented lectures from the scientists at FIU and also at the Everglades Foundation. So I wholeheartedly encourage you to embrace the Everglades in whatever way. This show is called Blooming World. The images are by Elizabeth Condon, except for a few items on loan from the South Florida Collections Management Center, like this reproduction of a map, a hand-colored map by pioneer James Beard, who actually drew this in 1952. It's a soil moisture and conservation plan map. It details how in 1952 there was already the possibility of strong saltwater intrusion. So we find it very disheartening that so many years later we are still dealing with the same issue. One last thing, I don't live in the Everglades. I actually live in the middle of Miami Beach, where there are several ongoing projects right now
to raise the streets in many neighborhoods such as my own. Here at Surprise Lake, they recently raised the seawall about 11 feet above the normal level of everybody else's home to make sure that the saltwater intrusion doesn't continue to infiltrate our sewage systems and to help alleviate the problem with flooding during the king tides.